Black, Educated, and Broke
is a weekly entertainment podcast
where we mix hip-hop,
headlines, and all things ATL
into the success of Black millennials.
in the Black culture.
Burning.
All right, Q and his throat burning. I don't know what him and his boo was doing. But anyway, happy Friday.
Wow.
Right.
I mean, who starts the show saying, oh, my throat was burning? Like, you want us to do something about it, Q? You want us to give us some lozenges?
No, I was cooking. And, I like spice in my shit, so I think it's probably a little bit of that.
Is that what you think? The spices got your throat burning, huh?
You know, if you bite down on a toothpick, it kind of helps with that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The more you know.
Jump into what? What you got to bite into, Maya?
You got to bite a toothpick while you're, like, spicing and chopping onions and all that stuff.
I heard something like that. Something or about a match. That didn't do nothing. Everything was still burning.
Okay, well, maybe.
Randy, we can't help that bar. You got to see the clinic for that.
Boy, bye. That's you and that yuck over there. All right.
Happy Friday. Happy
Whoa.
Friday.
Penicillin.
Whoa.
Penicillin is your friend.
I don't know anything about that.
Wow.
About those issues.
Our producer is back. Hey, Zay.
Zay from the Bay. She's Zayna wasn't with us last weekend, and luckily we was able to get the show going, but it definitely let me know why you are valued and needed. Thank you for coming back to Z, baby. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So I want to kind of go this first, kind of breaking news. I don't know if y'all saw it, but it was a mother that was charged with killing her 3-month-old baby.
Yeah, I saw that.
If you saw, okay, Q, you kind of see it, or Mike, y'all kind of tell our listeners, give them a little context.
I saw it. I didn't read it, but I did see the headline. I rolled past it. I couldn't do it. She was being stupid.
Yeah. Mike, you wanna? Cause I either or.
Yo, in Atlanta, this mother deliberately just crashed the car, her car, into, I guess, the husband, the baby daddy, I don't know what kind of relationship they had, but it couldn't been that old because the baby was only 3 months old, so a baby girl, but it just crashed her vehicle in his car. I'm still stuck. But the baby died. The father injured as well. But one of the witnesses said that they were in the house when they just heard like this boom, and they came out and they saw this car just turn sideways. It was up against a tree, and like she was ramming her car into the side of his car.
Did she not realize the baby was there? Like, are you that dumb?
He came to either get the baby or they had just put the baby in the car. Like I'm just trying to figure out what is happening. What went through that moment? What happened? And that's what I want to know.
He probably told her he was cutting her off. He probably used to eat her ass. And when you get good sex like that, and it does something to y'all. Y'all just don't know how to act. From what
I don't think I'm gonna kill my kid over some sex though.
I don't know that she intentionally killed her kid. She just wasn't thinking in the moment.
Was not. The witness said like all she heard the girl screaming like, I told him that I would kill him.
Kill him dead.
And then telling the people, this is the other thing that caught me off guard too in the story. Shout out to one of our homies, Veronica Waters. She was covering it too. And the witness said, the girl just sat and it was like, can y'all get my baby out the car? And like, she just sat wherever she was, like, that's my baby in the back seat. But y'all had just put the baby in the car, ma'am.
Yeah.
Just put the baby in the car.
So I kind of feel like maybe it was not intentional. Maybe it was just, but that goes back to just that dumb stuff. Like the same other girl, remember, who tried to light that boy car on fire and got blown back?
That shit was funny. There is a bomb in Gilead. There is a bomb in Gilead.
That's gotta suck.
One, boy.
So we don't know if you guys who are listeners, if y'all saw the video really quickly, I don't know if we put it on our social media pages, but it's the video of a girl. She poured like some gas inside of the car. The guy's windows was down. And then she called herself trying to take a lighter, but she didn't even like throw the lighter. She gonna kind of put the lighter inside of the car, and it just did the blowback, and it blew her right back to a car.
You don't do that with gasoline. Bless her.
You can tell she grew up watching Waiting to Exhale.
No, she ain't never watched that.
She was just too excited to throw that match, and it was just a little too close for comfort.
But Go ahead, Q. Sorry.
She blew her shit off, boy. The impact of her head bouncing off that car was so, boy. I watched that
Man.
10 times in a row.
Everybody's been laughing at this stuff. No, thankfully though, she didn't get hurt. You know, she didn't subvert any bad.
She shouldn't have did it in the first place, so whatever.
Yeah,
the memes and the parodies I've been seeing.
That's what's classic.
Rolling.
Too funny.
So we do want to encourage, y'all, maybe just violence and doing stuff like that to get back. That ain't the best way.
Stick with slicing tires. Just stick with Tyson the tires.
I don't think you should mess with anybody's property.
Don't slice 4.
You shouldn't mess with cars. Let that go.
Just slice tires, and if you want to, siphon the gas out. Don't put sugar in the tank because the insurance will cover it.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, is that right?
She's telling on herself.
I'm not saying this is me.
No.
Why is that cute to do that to somebody's car? Why is that cute?
You know how strong your jaws got to be to siphon gas?
I know the kind of.
Look at Randy. Look at Randy.
Well, she know. Look at Maya.
The demonstration Randy just did. Hold up now.
Right. Oh, Randy, you've done that before? Oh.
It was in a country though, but it was like we're trying to help get that damn gas, like you said, coming up the pump. But that was not on no weird stuff. That was country stuff.
Was that before or after the cucumber?
You know what? Anyway, moving on to the last couple of things. I'm not listening to Q. Really quick, before we get ready to. Before we jump into our, because we got a slap it or dap it guest, guys, coming up on the show. We have a comedian up on the show. We got a lot to talk about. So yeah, when we get back, I didn't want to kind of bring up about the Netflix specials. They're doing like a highlight to black sitcoms coming back.
I love it.
I got a few seconds to drop it, right? Yes, I do.
I think so. She ain't sent us the break yet. She ain't sent us the break.
Netflix, just so you guys know, the 7 black sitcoms that are coming to Netflix over the next few months: Moesha, The Game, Sister Sister, Girlfriends, The Parkers, Half and Half, and One on One. We'll elaborate when we come back for the break. But you gotta keep listening.
Monique
right here.
Anyway,
Black Educated.
So it's Tia.
Black Educated and Broke is a weekly entertainment podcast where we mix hip-hop headlines and all things ATL into the success of Black millennials and Black culture.
All righty, we are here back on Black Educated and Broke. And right before the break, I was kind of teasing about the new black sitcoms that were coming out. And, I know Q was the only one that was like, all of these shows were whack. And I'm like, Q, Moesha,
I didn't say that was whack.
Sister. You said all of them. Girlfriends, The Parkers.
Cool. All right, so growing up with my moms, I couldn't watch what I wanted to watch, so I had to watch what she was watching. But some of these I did watch voluntarily. Sister, I was watching it was on. Like when you're at home during the day, you're going to watch daytime TV. And used to show the black shows. So I would watch Sister. I really enjoyed Girlfriends because they was all fine.
Yes, they were.
Who else did I used to watch? I never watched The Game. I did watch Moesha.
The Parkers?
I kind of watched The Parkers. It was a bit much. If I got to be honest, I watched The Parkers to see her white homegirl because she had a fat ass.
Oh, my gosh.
She had cakes.
Stevie Van Lowe.
I would try to catch a glimpse, like a side view of it, so it wasn't always possible.
And when she turned to the side, let me tell you something.
Gosh, she had cakes.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, it was some good shows. I didn't watch them like all the way through, but I watched several of them.
Okay, well, Maya, we're happy. Maya, she put it on our Instagram page. If you want to go and check it out to see when, head over to our Instagram, Black Educated and Broke, or our Facebook, Black Educated and Broke, or even on Twitter, which is BEB Podcast _ATL. So y'all know what time it is. It's time for our Melanin News, and Mike B, he got it covered. What's going on?
I'm Mike B with your Melanin News. Keep his name out of your mouth. That is a huge statement from Black leaders in reference to conservative politicians paying tribute to the late great Congressman John Robert Lewis of Georgia. Many have offered their remarks of the civil rights titan from Senator Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, yet still no pressure, mentions, or arrest in the fatal shooting of Breonna Taylor. We say her name every week, but top stories around the country. This is from the Griot. A hologram of George Floyd is set to tour the southern United States in the coming weeks. The exhibit will travel roughly along the route of the 1961 Freedom Rides, reportedly stopping at 5 different sites. This visual will be posted on our social media pages. Please tell us what you think. Let's get back to Chicago, where a police chief, Deon Boyd, was found dead earlier this week of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. His death comes less than 2 weeks after he was promoted to head the department's drug crime unit. Boyd had been with the department for nearly 30 years. In 2017, a study showed that Chicago's police department was 60% higher than the national average when it comes to police suicide. In Atlanta, the WATERBOYZ. Now, I want to know how y'all feel about this. Since June, Atlanta police have investigated 24 incidents, 2 shootings. One was fatal, an 18-year-old, and also the WATERBOYZ threatening people with their guns. As of this past week, Atlanta police have asked people not to purchase water or engage with these young men. Atlanta leadership, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, City Council President Felicia Moore, y'all got a mayor named Keisha and the City Council President named Felicia, have called the police to get them out of the streets. An Atlanta Police Department social media video is out saying the city is working on a plan. Coronavirus numbers update: 12 states reporting at least 100,000 confirmed cases. California, Florida, New York, Texas, New Jersey, Illinois, Georgia, Arizona, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Louisiana. The United States death toll nears 148,000. According to a report from Black America Web, more Americans have died in the pandemic than the Union soldiers who died in the Civil War. For shoppers, Walmart and Target have already announced they will be closed this Thanksgiving. Let's talk about HBCU Dominion Energy. They're donating $35 million to HBCUs in Virginia, Ohio, North and South Carolina. The 6-year program called HBCU Promise will provide $25 million in funding to select institutions, with $10 million in scholarship funds to support Black and minority students in the company service areas: Hampton, Norfolk State, Virginia Union, Virginia State, Allen University, Benedict College, Claflin University, South Carolina State, Central State University, Wilberforce University, and North Carolina A&T. Thank you all for joining me on the Black Educated and Broke Facebook Live State of the Movement. We have Georgia up-and-coming politician Barrington Martin II. I have an interview with him, of course, on our YouTube page, and of course, we'll get that video out, but it's still on Facebook. Good conversation as we also honored the late, great Congressman, my Congressman, John Lewis. That's on Facebook Live, the State of the Movement with Mike B. For the latest in Black news, our news, follow me on Twitter at MikeB_news. This is your Melanin News, heard weekly right here on Black Educated and Broke.
Thank you, Mike B, for so many good headlines. Oh my God. I mean, I want to weigh on it, but I'm gonna do what he said. I'm just going Black Educated and Broke and our social media pages. I'm just gonna weigh in what I think there, especially about those WATERBOYZ. But guys, okay, Mike, we're gonna talk about it a little later because you got feelings too, right? We're gonna get into that, but we gotta take a break because we got our comedian coming on. We got Mr. Marlan Ballard with the funny. We got to talk to him because he's giving us some good insight and lots of laughs. We may need that after some of that news we just heard. So, guys, you want to keep looking so we can bring that good old fun energy here on Black Educated and Broke.
Hey y'all, what it do? It's your girl, it's Maya. So you're not doing anything right now? Go over to blackeducatedandbroke.com and check out my blog, The Mayan Empire. We're waiting for your feedback.
All right, guys, we are here back on Black Educated and Broke. And our guest, we kind of pitched just a few moments ago earlier before our commercials, we have a millennial comedian, y'all, up first on Black Educated and Broke. So I want to introduce y'all to him, give you a little bio so y'all can see who this young brother is, okay? So originally from Lorain, Ohio, comedian and actor Marlan Ballard became a stand-up comedian around July 2012 when his mentor, Szn3, love her, discovered him. He hit his first stage at the Punchline Comedy Club in Atlanta, Georgia, and his comedy career has soared since then. He's worked with well-known comedians and actors such as Paul Mooney, legend, Ron White, Rodney Perry, Chris Tucker, Affion Crockett, Carlos Miller, Justin Hines, the Wayans family, and more. He's been exposed. He ain't new to this. He true to this. Marlan, he's currently on the Fresh and Funny tour with Brandon T. Jackson. Didn't even know that. That's dope. He spends most of his spare time performing at local comedy clubs at his home in Atlanta, Georgia, such as Uptown Comedy Club. Us locals may have heard of that. And The Laughing Skull, and more. His commentary, roast, and stand-up have been known to have the audience in tears from laughing. He's received rave reviews wherever he has the opportunity to perform. Y'all, let's make some noise for Marlan Ballard.
Yeah.
Hey,
All
that's
right,
lit.
Yeah.
Right, like, dang, dog, you ain't knew this for real.
Hey, I'm not. It's years and years of hard work to get to that level. You know, it really is. And the people that are already on that level, they don't want to deal with no amateurs. So you got to really get on your feet real quick.
Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
You know,
I hear the
how
comedian
Carlos
game.
Miller is. Carlos isn't about to associate with nobody that is trash. And I'm like, I need to get on my feet. I really do.
Oh, wow, tell me so. I didn't know that. What you about to say, Q?
I was just saying that Mike is a heavy on the comedians, and it ain't hard to make me laugh. So if you funny, I'm gonna mess with you. And we grew up watching Comic View and Def Comedy Jam.
Yes.
And you listen to those legends, and they saying the same thing. You know, it's not easy. They go on stage like Martin and Bernie Mac is my all-time favorite. Like,
Yeah.
They'll talk about how hard it was and how they weren't getting a chance. A lot of people don't know is that time when Bernie Mac was on Def Comedy Jam, when he was talking about, I ain't scared of you, mother. That was his first time on there.
Mhm.
And they was booing people off stage, and that's how he got that line going, like, I'm going to tear it up, and y'all not going to boo me. I'm about to kill it. And, hell, that was his break.
And that forever went down in history as one of the greatest sets on Def Jam ever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ever.
Straight confidence. He had it. You had to go up on that stage.
Yeah. I'm
And
blessed.
so what I want to know, Marlan, with you, like, how did you, because 2012, I would consider that kind of recent, you know, like going on 8 years now. Like, how did you even get started into that?
I started camping out, like just going to comedy clubs religiously, not getting up, just going to watch to see how it went. I've seen people get booed. I've seen people get standing ovations. And I'm like, it's nerve-wracking, especially when you have to do it in front of people that look like you, because you don't want to disappoint your people.
Ain't
You don't want
that
to disappoint your people at all.
They gonna boo you.
And it's a difference between like comedy clubs, because if you go somewhere like Uptown, which is a predominantly black club, you have to come out the gate swinging, kind of like Bernie Mac did in that video, because you don't want to get booed because they ain't never gonna let it down. You can get booed and then come back next week. They're like, oh, you knew they got booed last week. You ain't gonna
Yeah, they will.
I've heard Donnell Rollins say, like when a black audience, like you got to come quick, like you got to go boom, boom, boom. Your jokes got to come back to back to back. As soon as you lose them, you lost.
And here's the thing though, with our audience is they're already kind of on edge, because think about it, they paid to park, they paid to come in,
paid to drink,
2 hour minimum,
right? Stupid minimum crap.
So the dude that's paying for everything that's on the date, he's already like, bro, you better be funny. I don't waste my time. Like, come on now, where the jokes at? Where the jokes?
Right.
And exactly. And then you coming to see the headliner, and then at Uptown. And I come to tell how I met you at another club in Atlanta, but like at Uptown, you coming to see a headliner who you done seen on TV, whatever. You come to see them, and you got to wait 3-4 people in front of them.
Y'all better be funny.
That's what I call the Def Jam Pajami Jam. No, ain't
nobody go home.
We stay the night. We bring your sleeping bags.
That's funny.
Being a comedian, like you're saying earlier, like it's so much pressure, like, so what makes it fun? Why do you want to do it?
What makes it fun? It's a way to vent. Like, I can do that on Facebook all day. I can post statuses about what's going on, but I feel a connection when I get on stage and I get to make people laugh on demand. When you see that you have the power to do that, you're like, yo, this is a good feeling. It's a good feeling. It's like when you're a poet and you're not even finished with your poem and it's already doing this. You're like,
yes, yeah.
So that it's a great feeling. It's a feeling that you can't get anywhere else, to me,
saying it's worth all what if you get the anxiety, it's worth it to put a smile on somebody's face. So then I want to know a situation, like if you give us an example when it really was like
you
going.
gonna let somebody else answer?
I know, but this my last one. This my last one. I just want to know how did you turn? Give me an example where you turned the crowd around, like you started, Marlon, and they booing, but you ended up turning it around, and then before when you was done, they was giving you a standing ovation. Has that happened? And if it did, how did you navigate it to go that way?
I've never been booed, thank God.
What?
Thank God. But I'll tell you what's worse than being booed: the silent treatment.
Oh yeah.
If you're on stage telling jokes, you hear the sound of people eating, you can hear forks hitting the plate. I'm like,
oh Lord.
Oh yeah.
And they start like slowly chattering, then the chattering gets loud, and then that's when I'm like, it's time to wrap it up. But I've had I'm not perfect. I've had those moments. I'm like, yeah, I need to get my stuff together because this is not me. And then I'll come back the next week and do a lot better than I did. It's just some jokes just need work. You can't go in there with no trash and expect to get a standing ovation. You just got to work on your craft.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna let people get some questions in. I know people got something to say, but we're gonna take a quick break. For those who are kind of joining in just now, we're sitting with Marlan Ballard, Millennium comedian. He'd been in Uptown Comedy. He'd been working with the Wayans. Yeah, he'd been doing this. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna delve in more to kind of see what he's been doing, what's coming up next. So if you want to hear it, you got to keep listening about it right here on Black Educated and Broke.
What you doing? What's popping? You ain't doing nothing. Turn on Black Educated and Broke right now.
All right, guys, we are back here on Black Educated and Broke. Sitting here chatting with the amazing, the great, funny, talented comedian, Marlan Ballard. Before we left off, he was telling us one of the worst things than being booed is the silent treatment. So that was something new that I never thought about that, but that probably is a little bit worse.
That means you're not worth my boos. That's what that means. You get the silent treatment. You're not worth my boos. I'm going to sit here and stare at you until you ugly.
And see, when somebody's not funny to me, I start looking at something else or on my phone or eating, and I'm like, damn, I thought it was me being nicer by not booing. But now you taught me something, so I'll try to do something else. Go ahead, Q.
Oh, thank you, Randy. I appreciate it.
Oh, sure.
Hecklers. All right. So being a heckler is almost one of the funniest things at a comedy show, but only if the comedian can get them to shut up and make a fool out of them. D.L. Hughley is one of the greatest at shutting people up and flaming people in the audience. Steve Brown is another
Tory, one of your
yeah, both of them are my dogs. All three of them, actually, now that we speak of it, they all the bros. When it comes to it. Have you had to deal with a heckler, and is that something like you specialize in and making everybody laugh and making them sound stupid?
Hecklers, they try who they want to try. Like you gave all those names like Steve Brown and everything. Sometimes they go to the show just for you to roast them. They want to be a part of the show. So I really don't have a problem with hecklers because the persona I give out on stage, they don't want to deal with me because I go for that.
You go for the judge?
Really?
I'm gonna go for the judge. You have to have something in the chamber because they're gonna try you. And you never know. You never know who it can be. Most of the times, the dudes that's on dates trying to impress the women.
And you got to flame his girl. Yeah. You got to flame his girl.
Oh no!
Hey, you going for the girl?
I'll flame her ass.
It's more of a win if she leaves with you. So you never know. But I've seen fights happen from hecklers that lose. I tell people this all the time. Memphis is one of the hardest crowds.
Really?
Yeah.
Memphis, Tennessee is one of the hardest audience because they're funny too. Memphis has some of the funniest people that
they do.
Go to a show in Memphis and they start going at the comedian. If you don't have any jokes for them, don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing because you're going to lose.
Done was it Chuckles? Chuckles that's in Memphis.
Chuckles. If you ain't got no jokes, just going with your jokes because if they start roasting you, the crowd is going to join in, and then now you lose. That's it.
Oh, that's a wrap.
Exactly. But other than that, to answer your question, I've never had a problem with hecklers. keep one in the chamber, but you see what's happened over the years, like the Steve Brown incident. Remember that?
Yeah. But he's been doing it for so long, but that was the first time I've ever seen him have an altercation like that. But I did see that. It was unfortunate.
What happened for those of us who don't know?
That was crazy because I was there that night.
What happened? What happened, Marlon? What did he do? What happened?
It was Steve likes to, pick people out in the crowd, like, and make them part of the show, like, in a positive way. He does roast the audience, but that night he was just finding people in the crowd, like, just to bring them in closer to him for them to get to know him better. And the guy he tried to bring him to the show was fresh out of jail, already was mad.
Oh, Lord.
And it just went south from there. And that's when the camera started rolling. I'm like, oh, boy.
They done pulled them phones out.
That's ugly, boy.
And the thing is, it's a Sunday crowd. So most of the time, Sunday crowds is the church crowd. So I'm like, I didn't expect this from the church crowd. What's going on? And then, bam, we on TMZ the next day. I'm like,
Yo, word. Definitely was.
Dang.
It's cool. He used to when he used to come to Langston, because he came quite a few times while I was in college, and he would run the same jokes and get in the audience and do that. That's, you expected that from Steve Brown. Like, it was all love. He would hang out with us afterwards. Like, but some people ain't with jokes. Like, they don't play that, man. Embarrassing them in front of folks. Like, some people take that very serious.
And that's why when you go to some shows, the front row be empty, and then people start sitting in the back. Like, I'm like, we can still see y'all, right? Like,
yeah. Nobody wants to sit in the front of a comedy show.
I remember at Langston Q, like that one time I decided to sit in the front, and I was like a little late. And he want to tell me, that I over here looking like New York. Who
was it? Steve Brown?
I don't remember being Steve. It was another.
Was it D-Ray?
No, the Red. When Red came.
Oh, when Red came.
He like New York in the building, y'all. I was like, oh my
Red
God.
definitely flamed. I remember that.
Oh my God.
But two comics to not sit in the front row for the show are Corey Holcomb or TK Kirkland.
Oh, I love Corey.
TK.
He's so funny.
No, I sat up front with TK before.
And I've sat in front with Corey.
Yeah, I love Corey. Both of them.
They pick who they want, but if you're on their list, they're gonna get you.
They gonna get you. They gonna get you.
Hey, what about Bruce? Is he still flaming, folk? Or Bruce get you? It don't matter what you got on, boy. Bruce see you coming through them doors.
And the funny thing is, like, even though he's from Atlanta, like, I've never met Bruce. Like, some Atlanta vets just don't come to the clubs here no more. They just don't. They go on the road and get their money, and they come here just to go home. That's it. I've never seen or met Bruce.
I met Bruce, and he was dope as hell. Because, we work at the radio station for, like, Kiss 104. And he came, like, I think he was talking with Sasha the Diva. And he was really good energy. And what I've been noticing for me, a lot of comedians, I guess it's the act. They're not the person that they put off for their performance. They're usually very different. In my opinion, Marlon, they don't usually be as friendly, the real deal.
Yeah. They can be like, there's a lot of comics they're friendly, and then some are not. Like the ones that. And
I heard about your boy Marlon, to be specific. And I know y'all friends, but he was one of the people I heard is funny, like but one-on-one, he don't be wanting to talk to folks.
He was really personable when I met him.
Marlon, he has his days, but sometimes he just don't like the crowd of people swarming him. He doesn't like that.
Okay, now that I can understand.
One-on-one, he likes you to take a picture. He'll let you talk to it. Like he's probably the most approachable Wayans out there.
Okay.
Really?
Even more his brother?
He came to Clark a few times. He was at Clark Atlanta a few times.
He's the most approachable one. Now, Damon is the more, like, reclusive one. Like, Damon.
Okay.
That's my
Damon's
favorite.
a big Michael Jackson fan, so that's how
he's hilarious.
He's
like, you can get him.
Let's go. Moonwalk. Let's do it. That's Damon.
How did you get a part of them? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ron. Yeah, I'm just curious.
Speaking of Marlon, what advice have you gotten from the legend?
Marlon, like, I grew up watching Marlon. I used to skip school to watch Wayne's Brothers. Everything's not for everybody. He was like, you may be a comic right now, and he's like, you're funny. But he's like, you might transition into radio. You might go into movies. You never know. Because if you look, Jamie Foxx came from a living color. And you see he's a triple threat.
Yeah.
Music,
love
movies,
Jamie.
stand up.
Yeah.
So he's like, you may not always be a stand-up comic. He's like, you still got to find your voice. He's like, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. So always keep your doors open, and whatever comes your way, take it. Just take it.
That's real, because
That's
stand
good.
up is not for a lot of these comedians. Go tell the truth.
They're not. And
They
Mike-
know, Q know.
Mike does not like anybody
I
who started
go
comedy
hard.
after 2000.
And it take a lot. It take a lot to
It
impress
does,
me.
man.
Like literally, so
It does.
with comedian Marlan Ballard, who we have on here, it was a Sunday show. I went out of town, so I got back and I had a group of people. They was like, "Hey, they had the complimentary tickets to Atlanta Comedy Theater, and Thea Vidal was performing." Thea Vidal. Now, Ron just called Marlon a legend. No, his brother's a legend. I'm just that's my joke. Anyway. A legend. I love Thea Vidal. That is a queen. That is a pioneering queen of comedy. And so I just want to go see her. And we went to go see her. All these comedians hit the stage, and Doodoo Brown, another OG, he opened up before Thea. But all these comedians hit the stage, and you talking about silence. Nobody booed, but you talking about silence at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. But when Marlan Ballard hit the stage, it was some laughs in there, because I hit you. I connected with you right after the show. We walking out. I was like, "Hey man," I was like, "Hey, come here," cause like you was funny. But it takes a lot to impress me now. These comedians, everybody's doing videos and stuff. So when I see the stand up, I'm like, yeah, just go on, do Wild and Out and do your videos, because when we talking about stand up comic and who the people you've worked with, like literally you told us about Ron asked about Marlon Wayans. Me, I want to ask about Paul Mooney. Because Paul Mooney at this point in age will no longer touch the stage like he used to with his health, but he's still with us. What was that like working? Now that's an icon. That's a legend. What was that like working with Paul Mooney?
I was sweating bullets.
He don't hold back, boy.
I'm like, yo, this is Paul Mooney. Like, yo, I get to do 5 minutes in front of him. Like, look. And I went up to Paul, and Paul will say some crazy stuff to you. I was like, "Hey, Mr. Mooney, like I'm going up before you. Like, I'm a big fan." And he looked at me and was like, "Hey, who are you?"
Who are you?
I'm like, "I'm a comic." He's like, "Well, do your thing." I try to shake his hand. He's like, "Fist bumps. You got white hands. I don't trust you." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, I'm not white, and it's just his personality. He's a great guy.
I love that.
And at the time I met him, he was still healthy, like everything. But since then, Paul has had, I think he's had cancer, and like he has dementia real bad. So like he's really not in his right mind. They were still putting him on the road, not like for ignoring his conditions. And I'm like, man, just let this man rest. He did what he had to do in the comedy business.
Absolutely.
Fired everybody. Let this man rest. He deserves it.
Wrote for him, everything.
Exactly.
So of the Wayans, if you read your bio, your I guess you could say your break or your opportunity came with Szn3. With Szn3 Wayans. All right, now who she belong to? Which one of them? Because it's a million of them Wayans.
And there's a lot of Szn3 belongs to Elvira Wayans. So
okay,
look at the Wayans family. There's 5 of them that are famous, and there's 5 that are not. Okay. Szn3's mom is the one that stayed behind the scenes. So Szn3's brother is Damien. If y'all are familiar with Damien, he's from Major Pain.
Yes.
That's her brother.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Yep.
Yeah. So it's a lot of it. Damon Jr. is cool. I can't even really name them all, but
what has Sean been doing? Sean Wayans. I ain't seen him since Wayans brothers, and I love me.
No, he did White Girls after that.
The movies and scary
movies.
He's
on the road. He's on the road.
Sean been on the road. He does stand up. He goes on the road. He does stand up. He's funny. I like Sean.
He was at that tour.
But he's the pretty boy.
Yes, he is.
Pretty boy.
They did that tour with all 4 of them not too long ago.
What'd you say?
They did that tour with all 4 of them not too long ago, right?
Yes, they did, and that was one of the funniest shows I've ever seen, because you literally have all 4 that, like, because Keenan's the writer, Damon's the best stand-up comedian out of all of them, Marlon's the best actor, and Sean is like he's the glue that mends them all together. So they all got their roles, and it's chemistry. Like, they're brothers. Like, they inspired everybody.
Can you imagine what a holiday is like at that house?
Right.
Like, listen, I had to lose my shit.
Let
like,
me tell you,
I ain't even going to pee. I don't want to miss nothing. I'm gonna sit right here and I ain't gonna miss a joke because you know it's gonna be fun.
And like condolences because they just lost mama. They just lost their mom. But let me tell you something. I know they didn't had their moments of sadness, but you know what happened when somebody in a black family die, and everybody gets together. Man, I know they crying right now, roasting on their childhood and everything else. But you remember, mama, man, I know it's off the chain right now.
Oh, I heard about the Thanksgiving dinners. I heard nobody say as soon as you walk in, you better be.
I did hear that.
Until you want to fight him.
I heard that. I did hear that as well. From as a matter of fact, I think it was Shantae. She was on the interview I was watching, and she said that that's real.
Yes. Marlon will roast you till you want to fight him. Like I almost want to fight him because he was filming. He's gonna be in the new Aretha Franklin movie with Jennifer Hudson.
Yep.
Right.
So all he had was a mustache last month. He had no facial hair now. So I walked in the room and looked at him. I was like, you know, you look like the Pringles man, right? And then I went and sat on the couch. So when he gives you this look like, that look right there, it may not be right now, but I'm going to catch you when you slip it. So I'm over there eating. I see him go live on Instagram. I'm like, oh, damn. That's weird. So then he just hops up and puts the camera in my face. Look at you. Look at your shoes. You got lesbian shoes. Shoes. And then he called Shantae. He's like, Shantae, y'all need to have a stud meeting. Like, because he got on your shoes. So then I tried to roast him back. He wouldn't cut the live off. I'm like, no, put it back up. Put it back up. So that's how he is. He's a character, man.
That's funny.
I bet.
Well, I do want to say, like, as much as we've been spending time talking about, you know, all of them and everything, and we do appreciate you for enlightening us. And like you said, before this was done, you was going to put a smile on our face, and you did it to each and every one of us, Marlan. But to tell us a little bit about you, what's coming, what you got upcoming, when can we come check you out at the comedy show?
Oh, yeah, especially in the pandemic. Like, what is going on?
Yes.
It's wild because I did have shows lined up, but when I saw DL pass out on stage, I'm like, there go the rest of my shows. They're gone, man. They're gone.
That's scary.
Right when that happened, they was like, "Yeah, man, we about to shut back down." We saw what happened.
So a lot of clubs have closed. Cause I still seeing a few. They still hitting the road.
Yeah, because I've been going to a couple comedy shows here locally. People still been performing.
Yeah, Uptown.
I'm actually featuring at Uptown the weekend of the 21st for comedian Double D at Uptown Comedy Court.
Okay,
August 21st.
Yeah, the weekend of August 21st. So that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be there. But other than that, like, it's been hard because people have been trying to get me to do like these Zoom comedy shows, and I'm not against it, but I'm like, it's a different feeling because it's hard making people laugh on the camera. I'm like, I can't feel that. I got to feel that in my chest when I hit laughter.
Yeah.
So it's harder, but that might be the new norm until things go back to normal.
I didn't know there was a Zoom comedy show. Like I hadn't even heard of that, but
everything like it's like the versus battles. Like these musicians, they're not used to performing like with no audience. Like they're just in there just.
It's like DMX when Swiss Beats told them it was 2 million. They was like, "Where's 2 million?" I always see these same 10 people.
I was crying at the beginning of that verses. He was already done. I was like, "Oh boy, the dog is taking a break."
It was good. That was the best one.
Is anybody offering outside shows? I've seen people post that. I guess maybe they got a little inspired from Dave Chappelle. I've seen a comedian up in Detroit that I know post like an outside comedy show.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of outdoor shows and concerts, like a drive-in style, like the movies from back in the day. They've been doing that, so you can sit in your car and broadcast. But I'm like, man, I was that dude at concerts that had to be around everybody. Like I'm like, we in the huddle. Let's go. But social distancing, But in Atlanta that don't exist because
it does not.
People have been doing what they want to do in Atlanta like the entire time. Because they was like, did Atlanta shut down? I'm like, look, we never shut down. They was out there doing donuts the entire quarantine.
Child.
Edgewood was lit.
Too lit.
Every night, absolutely.
Okay, but okay, so Marlan, like you said, you got your event coming up the weekend of the 21st, and they can just go to uptowncomedy.com to purchase tickets. And how can they follow you and see how they can get information about you?
I'm on every social media website as Marlan Comedy, MARLAN Comedy. Check me out on everything: Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Christian Mingle, everything y'all can
Christian Mingle.
I'm on everything. Tinder, Marlan Comedy. Check me out. OnlyFans, I'm on there. I'm on there.
Okay, ladies, he didn't drop it all.
I might show one cheek. You gotta pay though.
You know what, sir? We got to mute you on that now. If y'all want to see Marlan's one cheek, okay, that nice black ass cheek, you go ahead to his OnlyFans page and y'all sign up. But no, seriously, Marlan, you've been a fun dude. I like that you gave us a lot of insight about comedy shit that we didn't even know. So we appreciate you sharing your talent with us. I know for sure. I'm putting it on the calendar. I'll be there to support. I'm pretty sure all of us gonna rally up and be there to support you, brother. Now,
Hey, pull up. I got y'all. Yeah, I got y'all. You want to on my list? I'll take care of y'all.
And we got to party with Marlan. Okay, well, listen, guys, that was a little bit of the show. We ain't done. We got a whole lot more. We still got our Slap It or Dap It coming up where Q is going to, probably be dapping it. But nevertheless, though, it's a lot in this show.
Wow.
We're going to take a quick break. So when we come back, we're getting to all of that.
He better not be trash, I'll tell you that.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
All right, Marlan. Appreciate you, man.
All right, we'll be back here, guys, on Black, Educated, and Broke.
Everybody want to be a rapper, but don't nobody want to rap. Well, we're going to give you a chance to rap on Slap It or Dap It. Send us your music, your MP3 to blackeducatedandbroke@gmail.com, and we'll play it. What's even better is we're going to invite you to the show, and then you can show the world and us what you got. You think you got what it takes? We're going to see.
Them lock-ins.
Oh,
Locked in with Jesus, damn it, shit.
That's right. Tell him, Joseph. Thank you for saying that.
She was locked in with Jesus. I ain't seen Jesus, but she was locked in with him.
You know what? Okay, we're going to take a pause here, guys. I know y'all okay, what's going on? First of all, thank you all for listening to Black, Educated, and Broke. And we were getting already into our Slap It or Dap It segment, but I'm going to let Q go ahead and take over from here.
I don't know if I can follow that. I kind of wish we had already started recording because that's the kind of ammunition we be needing on Randy. And now that I got somebody from her set, and Langston, you either went to Lincoln or Lancaster. And obviously, I wasn't wrong when I came to that premise. That's dope. Yo, Joseph, welcome to Black, Educated, and Broke, man. You here. You're an artist. You're a rapper. This is our Slap It or Dap It segment, where we're going to play your music and you get to sit in and we get to tell you if we rocking with it or we not. We're going to keep it all the way funky. You feel me?
Really, bro. I'm just humbled, man, to be a part of the show, man. It's an honor and a privilege to be on here, man. So, I say that all humility, man. Shit, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Chase that bag.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, I was looking through. I see Chase That Bag Entertainment. That's your company. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, man. I started Chase That Bag Entertainment LLC in 2019 of September, filed with the state of Texas. So any artists out there that's listening to this show right now, make sure you get your business taken care of, man. Make sure that you have a legit company, that you ain't out here just, screaming, get money records. You ain't got no paperwork, man. Make sure your paperwork right. But we started that company in 2019. Chase That Bag represents two important things. It's creating generational wealth for your family, in addition to being the best expression of yourself. In order to make both of those happen, you got to be balanced in between the two. That's the most important concept in life.
There we go.
Right, Joseph. That's right.
Go. That's some free game. He ain't have to charge you for that.
Hey, not at all. Reciprocity. We believe in sharing information, seeing everybody grow. You did? Chase That Bag.
Oh, well, then I know this song about to be fire. Randy, you got the controls. You want to introduce the track that you sent us? We're going to play the dirty version. Let us know, a little bit about it, and then we're going to play it.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, man, we on Slap It or Dap It. This your boy Joseph Smith with Chase That Bag. You dig? Hey, we got the hottest single in Dallas. Up and coming hottest single in the United States. So we pushing for that. But right now, we got the hottest single in Dallas in the southern region, man. Run it up.
There we go. Run it up. Hit that.
Hit. You know what time it is. Chase That Bag 3. Hey. Run it up. Run it. Run it up. Give me a check, I'ma run it up. Yo, bitch. Hey. Run it up.
Hey.
Hey. Give me a check, I'ma run it up. Keep it hood, never Hollywood. I'm coming for you whole like I'm Robin Hood. Put a whole ounce in the backwood. Pet a little bitch, but I'm not good. They be scamming and selling dreams. Should I start a group called the Pimp Supremes? I'm a god, bitch, I feel supreme. Right now I'm flexing, don't care what you think. Nah, no need for a scale like an eyeball. When you become a threat, that's when they blackball. They pockets break easy like drywall. Walk around and touch you niggas for a brief out. When you a boss, got the power of ghosts. Might pull up the K1 up in the ropes. Sheena, she had me, Jana, she raised me. Jana means more, but I'm thankful for both. Run it up. Run it. Run it up. Give me a check, I'ma run it up. Little bitch. Hey. Run it up. Yeah. Give me a check, I'ma run it up. Ride with the shit, no condom. I can't trust Peter with the ball, he'll bump. Moving miles in the backfield, score a touchdown, but I always gotta remain humble. I'm either hot or cold, you can pour me in a tumbler. They all in between, like Szn3 and Wonder. I chase that fade, best she ever had. In my own lane, I can never follow fast. I was a late bloomer, rose going through the crack in the concrete. When it come to mine, niggas gotta keep it concrete. Gotta watch out for bad energy in these streets. Get this money and take care of my peeps. I can be an asshole. Gotta stay adjacent with the cash flow. Call me Michael Phelps with the backstroke. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a Lambo. Run it up. Run it. Run it up. Give me a check, I'ma run it up. Little bitch. Hey. Run it up. Yeah. Give me a check, I'ma run it up.
All right. Run it up.
Yes, sir. Run it up. Look, taste that bag.
That's what's up. All right, man. We're gonna go through. And I think who I want to start with. I'm gonna start with Randy because y'all got the most history. Randy, what'd you think about the track?
Okay, shout out to the background noise. But I actually, first of all, you know, that Joseph, they always try to tell me that I like everybody music, you know, and that's fine. I don't care what the hell they got to say. But the reality is, I did like the track, Run It Up. I was kind of thinking about Rolling Up when you were saying it in my head. But
Really?
you know what I'm saying?
Roll it up.
Okay, but I liked it, and for me, the season of my life, I am about chasing that bag. So I loved it. It was straight out of Texas, Dallas, Texas. I loved it. I'm slapping it, and that's just what it is.
Bow, just like that.
Like that.
Yeah.
Ron, what you think, big dog?
I'm gonna go ahead and slap that thing, man. That beat was hard as hell.
What?
Appreciate that, fam.
Ron slapped it. Listen,
I
Joseph,
did
Ron.
see he was bobbing his head. So I
He was bobbing his head.
I had a feeling.
Appreciate that, fam. I'm humble, bro. Thank you.
That's what's up. Maya?
I actually liked it. I'm surprised at myself because I usually don't like rap. And it, like Randy said, it did have that Dallas, Texas flavor. Like as soon as I heard the beat, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is definitely something from Texas."
Yeah,
so it was nice, a little different introduction to trap Texas, I guess.
Trap Texas.
You know, you got trap Atlanta, trap New York. It's a trap Texas. So I appreciate it. I'll slap it.
I'm appreciate, man. I'm humble, man. Thank you.
And since we value Mike's opinion so much when it comes to music, I'm gonna go next. I don't know what Mike is gonna say. I'm gonna get straight to the point. I did like that song. I did like that beat. It was different. I can't think of anything that I've heard similar to that. So I would slap that song. That's a song, Randy. If we was ready for a party in Club Gills, we would play it. This would be in the mix.
Heck yeah.
Yes. When we had to party on campus. So definitely slapping it for me as well.
I was thinking that too. Like when me and Randy be getting ready before we go out at her crib and whatever, she play something like this. So
I do play that little.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can bump that. I can bump that in the car. Yeah, I can knock that in the car.
Oh, yes, sir.
I appreciate that. I'm humble, fam. Thank you all. I truly appreciate that. Thank you.
We got one more. My man Mike B.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Why y'all value my opinion? Y'all know I'm not easily impressed by nothing.
Right.
You
Yeah,
ain't.
we know.
Oh, see, I went on me. I'm gonna slap it.
Oh,
And the reason why, cause they judge me to come to music, but don't none of them ride in the car with me either. I ride by myself.
really?
But I don't go out. So like when it comes to listening to music, I have to be in a mood. And I ain't had nothing to drink today yet.
Yeah.
Cause usually I have me a little drink once I finish working and stuff. I ain't had no drink, but that's a drinking song. So they go on my playlist of drinking. I don't have to go out. I got 2 speakers in my house. I got the club in my basement.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slap it.
Already, bro.
I don't know about Texas trap. Y'all talking about Texas
party
trap?
at the crib, man. We're gonna party at the crib, Mike.
I don't know what Texas trap
Ain't no
is
Texas trap.
specifically, 'cause
She
that was
just
y'all
made
talking
that
about down. Oh, that
I
was Mike
did.
making it.
Maybe Trap Dallas or something.
It has this it has a southern flair to it when the trap music, the trap genre of hip hop got started. I mean, at the end of the day, each of these artists in that category, it's always something about the beat. And once you catch me with the beat, I listen to what you got to say, even if it's just the chorus. It's something that's gonna catch me. So I'm slapping it.
You just got humble, 5 yeses.
Man, I'm humbled. I'm humbled, man. I am truly, truly humbled, fam. Thank you. I'm humbled, man. Real talk, man. I appreciate that.
I want to kind of give my opinion real quick before I let Q go ahead and run it out there. You know, because Joseph, I remember us younger. Even I kind of now that you brought up the church, I was like, oh shit, that is how we met.
Wait a minute. Shit with church?
Here we go. Watch this. Here we go. She had a crush on her, and what me? She had a crush on a light-skinned drummer from Lancaster. From Lancaster. I think you think I was him. Yeah.
What's he?
The drummer.
Right.
I was crushing a drummer, which we actually ended up dating. Okay, later on in the years we did. But even just to see you then and now, like you changed. I like that you taking your music stuff seriously. I'm glad that you reached out about it. And I mean, I just like to see that you've grown, because I look at people back from the hometown, and some of these dudes who is in the rap world, you know, they're not really trying to get back to the community. It's a different kind of vibe, but to hear you, you're really trying to talk about positivity. You're trying to do stuff for the community, Joseph, and I think that's impressionable, and I really like that you own it, and I am proud of you.
I appreciate that, and that means a lot to me specifically, you know what I'm saying, because we do have a history, and, you know, I tell everybody, man, you know, I've never said this on live, so I'm going to say it now, but I'm going to say it in all humility. You know, I don't do religion. I don't subscribe to the Jesus, etc. system, but I'll borrow a concept. When I say this in all humility, but I tell people a lot of times I feel like I'm a savior, like a Jesus character. And I only say that because, man, I want to do so much for people. I want to help people. I want to bless people. I want to motivate people. I want to inspire people. You know what I'm saying? And it's solely because I have the heart for it. You know what I'm saying? Like leadership and being able to do that and all that type of stuff, it boils down to your heart. What type of heart do you have? I have a heart of sacrifice. You dig what I'm saying? So ultimately, I started that company because I wanted to motivate people. I wanted to challenge people's thinking on a whole nother level, to reassess what they've always understood, which is really tradition and systematic thinking.
All right,
don't have nothing to do with religion. It don't have nothing to do with religion, but you got that's the creator in you, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, it's crazy, bro, because, you know what I'm saying, throughout the years, man, I've went through so much and seen so much and learned from so much, man, that, you know, I had to really start holding myself accountable for how I would convey the information to someone so that they wouldn't think that, oh, I think I'm way up here and you down here. Yeah. But I'm just coming to a new level of consciousness, man, that it's the creator, it's the energy that's inside of me, man, that's challenging me to spread these messages that may sound abrasive initially when one hears it. But if you continue to listen, you will understand exactly where I'm coming from.
Big Dog Joseph, go ahead, boy. I ain't bad at you. I ain't bad.
Facts. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Shit, check me out at chasethatbag.com. You know, we got merchandise, man. We got the Chase That Bag shirts, man. We got a variety of shirts, man. We just want to be able to stay in people's lives, man, and motivate people on a whole nother level, man. So whether it's a 9 to 5, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're self-employed, You know what I'm saying? We just want to be able to motivate people, man, to chase that bag, put themselves in situations where they create residual income and all type of things, man, just to make sure that they family straight. So definitely check out chasethatbag.com. We got all the music there, all the social media links are there. You know what I'm saying? We got videos, we got merchandise, man, it's there. We here, we ain't going nowhere.
Before you go ahead and drop all your social media links in case they, feeling lazy and want to just go straight to an app and click on it.
Yeah, most definitely. You can go check me out at Instagram at The Real Joseph Smith. Instagram at The Real Joseph Smith. You can also find me on Facebook at Joseph Smith Music. That's Joseph Smith Music. You can also find me on YouTube at Joseph Smith Music. You can also find my music at Apple Music. Just type in Joseph Smith, Chase That Bag, Spotify. We're on all streaming platforms, free and paid. We everywhere. You can't miss us.
Okay, well, and I will say, I looking at your Chase That Bag apparel, and if you want to, send some swag to Black Educated and Broke, we definitely gonna rep that for you to the fullest.
Yeah, most definitely. I'll make sure I do that, man. Y'all let me know y'all sizes so I can get that to you.
Okay, and I was just one thing I saw on Instagram, which I think Q can relate. When I'm gonna go ahead and let him rap you out though, because I saw you got on your Instagram. If he's like Candace Owens, effing massa. Let's talk about Candace real quick. And I looked at that. I'm like, Q had those same sentiments. So y'all make sure y'all follow him because he be talking about some real stuff, not just music. And I see that now, Joseph. Good job.
Yeah, that's real talk, man. Y'all check out that video I did about Candace Owens effing massa. I be trying not to, get on, but man, shit. Check out that Candace Owens fucking massa. You know what I'm saying? And that'll explain, goddamn it, what's wrong with us, man. But I'm going to say this. When you're following my social media sites, you're going to hear things like me say, Jesus is not real. You'll hear me talk about things like voting does not work. It was never fixed for us anyway. You'll hear me talk about how we don't live in a democracy. We live under a republic. You'll hear me talk and tell the truth about the Electoral College. You'll hear me speak on all these different things, but ultimately what I want people to understand is that the solution boils down to separation. You dig what I'm saying? They say, well, what about Tulsa, Oklahoma? When they did it, guess what happened? They bombed it. That was one city. It's never been practiced on a national scale. Separation. You know what I'm saying? We keep our dollars in our circle. We have our own banks. We have our own grocery stores. We have our own clothing stores. You know what I'm saying? We have our own. And we separate and we spend with our own. That's the key. That's what changes things. But you have to be disciplined. You have to be willing to let massa go. You have to wake up and understand that you are a slave and that you are not really free, even though you think you're free. That's the solution.
There it is. Well, Joseph, we appreciate you coming through, my man. Dropping knowledge, dropping the track. We'll catch you.
Yeah. Yo, man, I appreciate it. I'm humble once again. Thank you for allowing me to be on this platform. Hey, man, I just believe this is the start of something, of something that's going to continue. So most definitely, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Hit me up, man. Rock with me for real. It's more than just a lifestyle. It's a mindset. Chase that bag.
That's real. All right, it's been we had Joseph Smith on Slap It or Dap It, as y'all heard. He dropped some gems. We definitely slapped his music, and we're gonna take a quick break. And when we come back, I'm sure Randy's gonna say something out of line. Then we're gonna jump into my man Ron, because he's got Ron's rundown here on Black Educated and Broke.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Ron, bringing you Ron's Rundown. Nothing but that hip-hop fire and straight sports knowledge. Black Educated and Broke is now in the building. You should be too. Let's go.
All right, guys, we are back here on Black Educated and Broke. Again, hoping that you enjoyed our Slap It or Dap It with Joseph Brown, straight out of Dallas, Texas, with Run It Up, okay, who got all 5 slaps, which is, a rare occasion. All right, but like my boy Q teased it before the drop, because I ain't going to say nothing crazy. I'm just going to toss it to Ron, because it's his rundown, and I want to hear what he got to talk about.
What's going on, kings and queens? Yes, indeed. It's time for the rundown. So first off, Randy, I believe you were watching this Monday. Meg The Stallion took to her IG video. She let the fans know she was all right. She did have to have surgery to have the bullets removed from both of her feet. She let everybody know she didn't do shit. She didn't put her hands on nobody, so she had no reason to get shot. She also kind of went at the trolls a little bit, let them know that shit wasn't funny. And speaking of trolls, she got an apology from Mr. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Oh,
He don't apologize for shit, but you know what I'm
no.
saying? He said he felt bad about it, you know, he apologized, so we know, keep that moving. Did
He
y'all hear
trolled her or
this?
something? He trolled her.
He thought it was a joke. He didn't think that
Yeah, he
was
thought
real.
he was playing, so he put
She
out
got
like
shot
a
in
meme
both
and
feet.
shit.
I thought it was just one.
It
Both.
was both of them.
But it missed her bones and tendons. Praise God.
That's good.
But people
Interesting.
showing much love to Megan, man. They letting Tory ass know they're not playing with him. I heard it's a petition trying to get his little ass deported back to Canada.
Oh shit!
You fuck with Megan, but you got to
That's
go,
not a
boy.
punishment. That is not a punishment.
She need her toes sucked.
Ron gonna do it. Look at him. He ready.
What?
Ron ready.
Nigga
Look at
here,
him.
man. So, man, y'all know one of my most favorite things in the world is the Versus series, man, and that's locked in. Ricky Rose gonna take on 2 Chainz. It's gonna be August 6th, man. So we're gonna see who got the most hits. That's actually, to me, I think that's a very good battle, man. I'm excited to see it.
Why didn't we think of that? We was trying to wreck our minds on who could go against Ross. They both luxury rappers.
I think we were stuck on the fact that it would either be T.I. or it could possibly even be Jeezy.
Hold on. Does luxury rapper mean like you just talk about like money and stuff? That's what that mean, or having nice things? That what luxury rapper mean?
Yeah, he talking
Pretty
about
much
having a nice
Maybachs
thing.
and mansions and
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Rose and all
You
that.
didn't know either,
My
Mike.
campaign. Oh, okay. Drinking champagne on the airplane. Oh, okay. Now I get it.
That's one thing.
Bury him inside the liquor store, the jewelry store. Okay, I get it.
Bury
All
inside the Louis store.
Every store. All right.
So speaking of the verses, man, T.I. is on 50 Cent ass. He is not playing with him. Y'all know T.I. got the podcast Expeditiously, and there's an episode called Sleep is for the Rich. So it's a couple things that T.I. addresses on there. He addresses how he ended up on that on TV with Keisha, on TV with Keisha the night of the riots and the protests. He addresses. Y'all can stop calling that man a snitch because he addresses how his whole case went. So stop with the snitch shit. And he went.
I'm trying to figure out who did Keisha call him down there that day. That's all I care about because I'm not listening.
Keisha called him. They called.
You should only be listening to Black, Educated, and Broke. But anyway.
Period.
I did that already. Anyway. But he also addressed 50 Cent. He was going at 50 neck, but he is not playing. He want 50 in them 20 songs ASAP, baby. He is not playing. Also, man, I just want to run a couple possible battles by you guys. LL Cool J versus KRS-One could be a possibility. LL versus
Legendary
Jay-Z.
for the OGs.
LL Cool J versus Jay-Z. Maybe
unfair.
small,
That's unfair.
maybe, but
That's an unfair battle. No,
I don't know, man. I think that might be interesting.
Ron next.
All right.
It wouldn't be a battle.
What
They
y'all
would
think
be
about
loving on each
Busta
other.
Rhymes versus Missy Elliott?
I would watch that.
I would too.
Watch that.
I think that might be a good battle right there.
They were both very artistic in their expression of their music.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
And don't limit Missy. I think a lot of times with women in the industry, they limit them to only being certain stuff, and then you only want to see a woman battle a woman, a man battle a man. But if you are a real Missy Elliott fan,
She can
go
go
toe to toe with anybody.
That's true. All right.
Y'all remember that 3 6 Mafia was supposed to verse Bone, but that got postponed. I'm still waiting on that one to crank back up. And Mike, I'm praying to the rap gods we get that 8-Ball and MJG and UGK popping. I want that one bad, brother.
Classic,
I want that
man.
one bad.
That
So,
would be
man,
fire.
thank the sports guys, man. The NBA reset is here. It will be official start tomorrow. The first 2 games is going to be.
I mean, not tomorrow. You mean it started on, what was the date?
Yesterday.
Oh, what was the date?
July
December
30th is the official date.
Thank you.
So the first game is going to be the Utah Jazz versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Second game is going to be LA Clippers versus the LA Lakers. Now, I might have to watch that game at Magic City. Give me some of them wings like my boy Lou Williams did, baby.
Wear your mask.
Hey,
Wear your mask. It's almost August, so I think I'm gonna risk it all. Just hey.
That plate is expensive. They don't come together. You gotta buy it separate.
Oh, you do?
Sometimes
That's
you got
swag.
to treat yourself sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta buy the fish, you gotta buy the chicken strips, and you gotta buy the wings.
Dang, how much it be? Like $30 for all that?
Listen, one of them is $15 by itself.
Why? Oh my God, Atlanta.
Yeah, it's
Treat
it's
yourself.
real.
Treat
I was
yourself. You go
hungry.
into Magic City, everything expensive in there.
Right.
NFL training camps have
Except for the
officially
dance in the
started. The
back.
rookies and the veterans are there. So the players have an option to opt out. Right now, the only one I've seen is Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver Marcus Goodwin. He opts out for the season. But, you know,
Two Chiefs
hopefully we
players.
end up with a good football season.
Two Chiefs players opted out.
It's gonna be interesting because
Yeah.
your boy in Tennessee, he ain't showed up, man. Former Atlanta Falcon Vic Beasley, he all right? Y'all checked on him?
He coming. He'll be there. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. He'll be
I know
there.
you talk about the NBA. Can we shout out the WNBA? Hey, women play hard, man. I watch the WNBA. I prefer to see them live. I love the hometown team, Atlanta Dream. They got a victory.
Cirque the other day.
They got a victory other night, man. So, well, sports is bad. We wanted it, and they doing the best they can to keep them safe. So, hey, I'm with it.
Speaking of sports is back. September 12th, my ass is going to be in front of somebody's TV watching this here. This fight might be 15, 20 years past due.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr.
Is that a Saturday?
I didn't even check to see what
that
day
was Saturday. I might have a mask on fight party.
It is a Saturday because my birthday is the next week on the 19th. It's a Saturday, and you got to pay for it.
You know, a long time ago, they said Jay Prince actually tried to put this fight together, but it never came through. But it's going to be an 8-round exhibition fight on September 12th, man. I have got to see this. This is probably
they old
one of the
This fight gonna be
biggest boxing matches I've ever wanted to see.
They need to wear football helmets or something.
No, y'all
It's
see
gonna
Mike
be
Tyson
on,
training? He been looking like good. Like, he really been training. I think they got to be really throwing some hands.
I know 80-year-old people that train. That don't mean they can take a punch, though.
Right.
But it's going to be on a pay-per-view as well as a multimedia platform called Triller.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can watch it that way. So I hate to end it this way, man, but on a sadder note, man, we lost a hip-hop pioneer, one of the founding members of the Roots, Mr. Malik Abdul Bassett. He dies at 47 years old today. Sad news to hear, man. The Roots are a legendary group, man. So,
co-founder with Quest, man. Yeah.
Condolences to the family, to the group, man. And I say I hate to end it this way, man, but that's a sad thing to go out with.
And they still don't know. It's still, I think the family's asking for privacy, and is still unaware of what happened. Sad news.
They didn't release how he passed yet, but yeah. But that's it for me on the rundown, man. Follow me on Twitter at MRFYPM, man.
All right. Thank you so much, Ron's rundown. Really good. And again, guys, all of those stories can also be on our Instagram, which is Black Educated and Broke, on our Twitter, BEB Podcast _ATL, and on Facebook at Black Educated and Broke. All right, guys, we're getting ready to roll this thing on out. I know it has been a wonderful show. Before we wrap this out, Q, tell them how they can go back and hear other shows.
You can go listen to us on iHeartRadio. You can listen to us on Spotify. You can even listen to us on Apple Podcasts. But we trying to get our views up, all right? We need one of them gold 1 million subscriber plaques off YouTube. So we need y'all to go on YouTube. We need you to subscribe. We need you to follow, hit the bell so you know when we're dropping our new content. So I don't know how many ways I can say it. I think I'm going to learn to say it in German for next week.
Oh, that'd be impressive.
We'll get everybody, bratwurst, beer, something like that. I think that's pretty close.
Something like bratwurst. Maya, tell them on our website, blackeducatedandbroke.com. What can they find there, girl?
The Mayan Empire. New blog.
Yes. Tell us more. Did you write that blog about what's going on, right?
I did write it. I wrote it about quarantine stuff, things to do while you're at home, shows, movies, books, recommendations, comments on Instagram. Let me know. Get me on Twitter. Let me know what else that you guys watched or read during the quarantine. I'm always down for suggestions, and I will definitely pass it along. Did y'all hear me?
Kind of.
Yeah, we heard y'all. Zay turned Randy's mic off.
Yeah.
Randy, you still there? Well, you know what? I guess we'll take a quick break and then we'll come back and wrap this thing on up because that's what she usually do. She all right?
And that is what see.
Sounds good to me.
I'm trying to figure out like who muted me. Like I heard everything. Then I
You
was,
run
like,
the board.
muted.
You run.
I
the
was
board.
like,
I was
this
like,
was this was that silence Marlan was talking about earlier. Like I was like, wait.
you know what I can tell you? It was user error. It was my fault. I think I was trying to restart my video and I think I muted myself. But no, thank you, Maya. I heard you talk about your blog on quarantining. One other thing I did want to say for next week's show, because look like we got some stuff going on here. For one this weekend, I know the candlelight what is the candlelight vigil and protest that's going on? We are one, and that's on August the 1st. Just to let you all know. Actually, that's this Saturday. If anybody is interested in going, but I believe it's about just we're not dealing with any more losing people. Is that what I was understanding, Mike?
Yeah, it's just a call for unity in the Black community, and the flyer that the people who did it, they recognizing everybody. I mean, from the killing of Rayshard Brooks to the 8-year-old Sequoia Turner, of course, Breonna Taylor, who we still looking for justice, George Floyd, which is the reason this movement has just elevated. And then, of course, here in Atlanta, we lost a civil rights icon, C.T. Vivian, and our Congressman John Lewis. It's just an opportunity that I think we need, even in the midst of what we're dealing with this pandemic, to come out, wear your mask, and be around people that you love, but celebrate Blackness. And I think that's a great thing. They're going to have the Georgia NAACP president, Reverend James Woodall. He'll be out there. So I hope it's a good turnout.
Yes, it will be. And like I was saying for next show, another one of the teas is that, we're hoping to get behind the scenes. And I know you always hear other correspondent, Szn3, who's in California. I want to say she might be down here next month live in Atlanta, and she'll be here to do the show with us. But for people who do have an actor or someone in the arts that like let us know. You think they should be on our show? We encourage you to send us something on social media, or you can even email us at blackeducatedandbroke@gmail.com. Anybody listening to the show, if you know someone that you feel is a good fit, whether they're an artist, whether they're a business owner, whether they're a rapper, a singer, share. We want to put everybody out. Let everybody know and put you on the biggest platform, because at Black Educated and Broke, we say that, but we're about giving back and bringing the culture back. So we want to celebrate you. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. Again, thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Marlan. Thank you all for all the positive things and the laughs and the stuff that you put on us. And on that note, it's been your girl, Randy O.
Mike B.
It's Maya.
Your boy, Ron. Glad I'm getting these sports back.
And it's the takeover, man. We out. Black Educated and Broke can be found on many platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, and our iHeartRadio music app. So if you need somewhere to listen but don't want to download a bunch of apps, choose one of those. You're bound to have one of them on your phone, right? Right? That's what I thought. Black Educated and Broke, Season 3, coming right at you.